Dear students, in this video we can study about identity function and inverse of a function. A function that assigns each element of set A to itself is called an identity function. It is denoted by the letter I or I suffix A. An identity function is a bijection. That means it is one-to-one and on-to. Let f be a function from A to A. If f of x is equal to x, where x is an element of A, then f is called an identity function on A. Or in other words, an identity function on set A is the set of all ordered pairs AA such that A is an element of set A. If you take composition of any function with its identity function, it will be equal to the given function. This is a property of identity function. Now we can see what is meant by an inverse of a function. If f is a function from A to B, then inverse of a function is a function from B to A. It is denoted by f raised to minus 1. We cannot say that for every function an inverse will exist. It is not like that. Inverse of a function exists only if two conditions are satisfied. F should be a one-to-one function and it should be an on-to function. That means an inverse of a function exists only if f is bijective. And if inverse exists, then f can be called an invertible function. And another important point about inverse of a function is there will be only a unique inverse function for a given function. If the inverse of a function exists, it is unique. If f is a function from A to B, then f inverse is a function from B to A. That means if f of A is equal to B, then f inverse B will be equal to A. That means if we know the value of A, we can determine the value of B. If inverse exists, then from B we can determine the value of A. The necessary and sufficient condition for a function to be invertible is the function should be one-to-one and on-to. Here I have included some examples to make the concept clear to you. You just consider the first figure. In the first figure, we are having two different sets and the elements are related using the function partner of. Or in other words, I can say that A is the partner of B, C is the partner of D, and E is the partner of F. We can also say that B is the partner of A, D is the partner of C, and F is the partner of E. Both type of functions are correct. Both type of associations are correct. So that type of functions are called inverse functions. Suppose instead of using partner of relation, I am defining father of relation. Or suppose I am saying that A is the father of B. Then we cannot say that B is the father of A. It cannot be true. If A is the father of B, B cannot be the father of A. So the inverse function does not exist. So you consider figure 2. In figure 2, f of x is given as f of x equal to 3x minus 4. From that you have to understand that if we know the value of x, we can determine the value of y. Y will be 3x minus 4. So if x is equal to 2, y will be 2. If x is equal to 3, y will be 3 into 3, 9 minus 4, 5. If x is equal to 4, 3 into 4 minus 4, 8 will be the value of y. So if we know the value of x, we can determine the value of y. Then, if inverse exists, if we know the value of y, we should be able to determine the value of x. That is the idea of inverse function. If inverse exists, from x we can determine the value of y, and from y we can determine the value of x. So this will happen only if the function is 1 to 1 and onto. For f of x equal to 3x minus 4, inverse will be x plus 4 divided by 3. Here some questions are given. You can try out these questions based on what you have understood. Here two questions are given. You can try the first question on your own. We can discuss the answer in interactive class. For the second question, I shall give you an explanation. We are given that f of x equal to 3x minus 4 is a function from R to R. You have to check whether f is bijective and find inverse if any. In the last class we have learned how to check whether a function is 1 to 1 and onto. And if it is 1 to 1 and onto, it will be bijective. You can prove that it is bijective. For a bijective function, inverse exists. Now we can see how to find inverse. You have to follow 4 different steps to check whether to find inverse of a function. It is given that f of x equal to 3x minus 4. The first step is you have to write the given function as a linear equation f of x equal to y, or you can write 3x minus 4 equal to y. Second step is you have to swap x and y variables. Then you will get 3y minus 4 equal to x. The only thing that I have done is I have replaced x with y and y with x. The third step, you have to solve for y. That means you have to find an equation for y in terms of x. So first you can take minus 4 to the right hand side, then you will get 3y equal to 4x. Then keep y in the left hand side and take 3 to the other side. Then you will get y is equal to x plus 4 divided by 3. The last step is write it in inverse notation. You can replace y with f inverse x. Then you will get f inverse x equal to x plus 4 divided by 3. Two questions are given here. You can try this on your own. We can discuss the answer in interactive class. Thank you.